Hey guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for Speak Now using this Faith, Blood, Moon, Neptune. The first thing you want to know to play Speak Now on guitar is the structure of this song. We're going to start with the verse, then you go to pre-chorus, then chorus, then verse, pre-chorus, chorus again. Then we're going to have a bridge, followed by a short verse, and one last chorus to take us out of the song. The next thing you want to know for Speak Now is the 5 chords that you need to play this song. The first one is G, the next one is D, the next one is A minor, the next one is C, and the last one is E minor. And I'll have short chord tutorials for all those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. With all that in mind, let's dive into Speak Now. First thing we're going to take a look at is what we're playing for our verses. For our verses, our chord progression is going to be G, D, A minor, and C, repeated over and over again throughout the verses. And what we're going to be doing for strum pattern will look about like this. For each chord, we're going to strum a down strum, followed by a muted strum, and then an up strum. Full speed, it'll look kind of like this. We'll go down, mute, up, just about like that for each chord. So a couple times through our verse chord progression with that strum pattern, down, mute, up, will look about like this without me talking. From there, we're on to what's being played for our pre-choruses. Our pre-chorus chord progression is going to look like this. We'll start with an A minor, then C, then G, then D. We'll go to that second line there, A minor, C, D, and D again. And that whole chord progression will just play once through for each pre-chorus. We're actually going to be using the same exact strum pattern we just used for our verses for our pre-chorus as well. So again, we're going to go down, mute, up. Just about like that for each one of those chords. So once through that whole pre-chorus chord progression that again will only play once through for each pre-chorus, will look about like this without me talking. The next thing you want to know for Speak Now is what we're playing for our choruses. Our choruses are actually going to be really similar to our verse. We're going to have the same chord progression, G, D, A minor, and C. The only thing that's going to change is what we're playing for our strum pattern. We're just going to play a little bit of a bigger strum pattern here. The strum pattern we'll be using is going to be down, down, up, down, up. Just about like that for each chord. So a couple times through that chord progression with that chorus strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. And finally, the last thing you need to know to play Speak Now on guitar is what we're playing for our bridge, the iconic Taylor Swift bridge. So for this, we're going to have 2 chord progressions. Our first chord progression is going to be E minor, C, G, and D. And you might already be able to tell, but for that one, we're actually going to be using single down strums for each one of those chords. From there, we're going to go on to our second chord progression, which is going to be A minor, C, D, and D. We're going to play through that chord progression twice, and we're going to be using the same strum pattern that we used for our verses and our pre-choruses on that second line of the bridge as well. And then that whole thing just plays once through for the bridge, then we have that short verse, and then one last chorus to take us out of the song. So with all that in mind, once through that whole verse progression with those 2 different chord progressions, 2 different strum patterns, will look about like this without me talking. That's all you need to know to play Speak Now on guitar. If this video helped you out, hit that like and subscribe button, and if you get stuck or need a little extra help, hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all soon.